Welcome to this episode of Stash or Pass. I think we're going to do the matchup Pearl and the no rules Pearl today. I think it's obvious which way we're going to go here, but I'm covering everything, so I'm going to talk about them anyway. Now, here's the weird thing about these two balls. They kind of shape similar. They've got kind of the clean look through the front and the clean but slow climbing shape back up through the pocket. The no rules Pearl, however, revs well and finishes with authority, while the matchup Pearl doesn't rev and kind of finishes with a sigh. We're obviously passing on the matchup Pearl. You'll notice that it's not here, may it rest in peace, and I'm really hoping that nothing else like it ever gets released. I mean, we need the ride or even the punch-out bag. The ride was a true light oil ball. It's not quite as good as I think the Hectic is, but it's really close. It was a true light or dry lane type ball. The punch-out was a little bit stronger, more something like a Wreck-'em or an all-out show-off or something like that, but it was good. The matchup Pearl for me is just kind of a tragedy of ball reaction. It does everything wrong that I can think of. It doesn't rev at all. The cover is strong enough to cause problems, and at the same time, the cover is really slow responding. So the math adds up, but it's kind of like doing your taxes and finding out that you owe the government a couple $1,000s. It may add up, it just doesn't mean that that's a good thing. I'm probably not supposed to say any of this at all, but it's just, in my opinion, it's just not, it's not even like it's not a good ball for me. It might be okay for some people in certain circumstances, but I just don't think it's a good ball, period, and I really don't recommend buying one. If you want something similar but that's actually good, check out the Hustle POW, which is actually pretty okay. I think I had kind of, after the Say and the Pro disaster, I had kind of avoided the Rig and the POW before, getting the ink. But the POW, everything that I've seen of it is really good, so I'm probably going to check that one out. Or you can just, get a Hustle ink and call it a day, which everybody needs an ink anyway, so just go get a Hustle ink. Now, the No Rules Pearl is obviously a stash. Like I said last time on the Stash or Pass section of the last podcast, it's in no danger of being discontinued, so you don't really have to rush and go grab one at the moment. Some people won't get along with it just because it's kind of on the smoothish side, but there's a reason it's been on TV a few times and not anywhere close to being on the chopping block yet, despite being out for over a year, I think, now. For being a Pearl, it's remarkably controllable, consistent, out of the box even, with the shine on it. I would actually recommend leaving the shine on it. It's got a strong mid-lane roll and that smooth climbing arc of a finish that makes it a great choice for a lot of tough shots. Kind of acts like a solid, but it doesn't beat the lanes up like one. It likes straighter angles and usually is my 2-ball on sport stuff, so I'll use some surface, get a bit of a track going, then go No Rules Pearl, and just keep yourself in the pocket for a long time. Big fan. I won't ever see it come out in League. It spends a lot of time sitting in the bag in the basement, but for tournaments and tough stuff, it's a must, even an essential, you might say. That's Stash or Pass for this week. Eventually I'm going to run out of balls to talk about, but it'll be fun while it lasts, so thanks for watching.